We're headed over to Jericho Beach right now. That's the view that we're gonna be at. I was working on Bates Motel today. It was easy, we didn't do much. We literally weren't even used, unfortunately. Sometimes that's how it works. Sometimes you don't make the cut. Sometimes you do. There we go. And we're at Jericho Beach. We're gonna go for a nice walk. We're gonna go look at the view, go relax for a bit, and then we're gonna go home, Bambi and I. And then I may go snowboarding. I'm not sure yet. If things work out, I might go snowboarding. Oh, he gets a little whiny when he thinks he's gonna be left in the car. Here he goes. He loves running at the beach. I don't know why. He just goes crazy at the beach. I love the beach as well. Maybe that's why. Maybe we share some energy. And yeah, this is gorgeous. New snow on the mountains from day before yesterday and probably some yesterday. He's going crazy. He's all the way over there. So hopefully I get to go snowboarding today. If not, it's no big deal. Hey, good boy. Hey, good boy. So I basically grew up in Vancouver. And I remember my grandparents used to have a bakery in Kitsilano. It was called Elsie's Bakery. And it was kind of at Cornwall and U, just up the street from Cornwall on U Street. And my parents, they were trying to start a business, their own pastry wholesale kind of business. And some nights we would, because during the day the bakery would run, my grandparents' bakery, and then at night is when my dad went in and my mom went in and they would make their own pastries, savory pastries. And I remember some nights sleeping in the car in the parking lot of Kitsilano. And I remember just vague memories of waking up and seeing, or is it waking, I can't remember if I was waking up to the sun or if I was going to sleep to the sun. And I can't remember if it was sunrise or sunset. But my parents were trying to start a business. My dad was trying to be an entrepreneur. He is an entrepreneur. He was trying to create a business. And that was, yeah. And then shortly after that, they wanted to start their own bakery. And they opened up a bakery in Point Grey on Dunbar between 18th and 19th, or 18th and 19th, I believe. Or it was 17th and 18th. Anyways, it was called Point Grey Bakery. And yeah, they worked hard at renovating that place, and there was tons of mouse poo everywhere. The previous owners, I'm sure, were not very clean, but I will never in my life forget what it smells like. Mouse poo and old moist rotten wood. Whenever I go into a restaurant or a bakery that smells that way, I just walk out, because I know that there's a mouse problem and there's also mold and other issues, and it's not very clean. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what to talk about today. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna clean a bit, I'm gonna relax with Bambi, I'm gonna hopefully go snowboarding. I think I've said this a few times. Obviously I really want to go snowboarding today. Okay. Hi Beans. Hey Bambi. Gets a little shy every time the camera comes on. If the camera comes on, he doesn't run towards me, he doesn't run around me. If I'm talking into the camera, he just ignores me. And then as soon as as the camera's off, he's all over me. He's trying to get my attention. He wants to play. He wants to be chased. It's kind of funny, I think. Today was great. Went and hung out with my sister and Sam. Oh, there we go. Hey, Bims. You gonna come up? Hey, you. Like I said, he always runs away from the camera. And I found this in the laneway. And I thought it'd make an interesting coffee table. I gotta clean it up a little bit, maybe sand it, maybe. And yeah, I don't know. That is not going to remain. Stupid battery. So that's not going to remain as the TV stand. That is going to end up maybe along that wall there. This I think I will keep as a coffee table. The TV stand will go there. I'm going to get a bookcase for up there. And then that little table, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll get a chair for that corner. So eventually things will change. But I don't know, for some reason, my friend was telling me the other day, I always change my mind. One day I'll think one way, and then the next day I'll read something or I'll see something, and then I'll study something, and then it'll change my mind a little bit, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to be open to different concepts, to different ideas, to different ideologies, to different ways of living, to different ways of doing things. The saying is variety is the spice of life. And I think you have to keep variety in everything to have the spice of life. So the variety of thought, the variety of where you live, the friends you have, the food you eat, variety in everything, not just a few things here and there. Anyways, yeah, so I changed my mind a lot. One day I'll like that there, one day I'll like it somewhere else, one day I'll like this kind of music, one day I'll like something else. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Anyways, so this is going to be the coffee table for now. I don't know if I should put legs on it. Feels as though it needs something to lift it up so that it's not just red on the carpet. That's what my mind is telling me. And I really have to sand it, and it's a little bit, it was damp out today, so it's a little bit damp. So I'll wait till the wood kind of, I don't know, acclimatizes. That's what you're supposed to do if you're putting hardwood floor in anyways. You bring in the wood and you let it rest for a few days, few weeks. I think you're supposed to, like 6 weeks or something like that. You're supposed to let your hardwood stay in your home or in the environment that it's going to be in, and then you install the hardwood. If your flooring guy doesn't do that, they're not a good flooring guy. From everything that I know about it, that's how it's done. And I think I'm pretty good at construction stuff, so yeah, anyways. Yeah, I'm on set tomorrow, 11:30. I have to bring Bambi with me. I think it will be alright, because I might be going late, and they might even use him on the show. Maybe. Anyways, it should be a good day. And what else? What else? That's about it. Yeah. I think it's nice enough outside that I can start using my skateboard again. It's not rainy and it's not wet. So I think on what day? Thursday I'll go skate with Bambi along the seawall. Hey man, you come for a visit? Hey. Hi. Hi. Hey. Bambi, come here. Bams. Bambi. Yes. How's that? Right there. Is that what you want? Who's there? Hi. Good boy. Hi. Good boy. He's a little shy sometimes. Sometimes he's not, but definitely when the camera's on him. It's as though he knows. I believe he does know that the camera's on him. Okay, well, guess that's really it. Work is good, life is good. I'd like to work more, but that'll come with time. I need to get a vacuum. That's the next thing on my list, is a vacuum. His name is Bambi. And almost everybody that sees him thinks it's a girl. And they say, she's so beautiful, she's so dainty in the way that she walks. And then I say, well, it's a he. His name is Bambi. And they say, his name is Bambi? And then they think about it for a second. And then almost always, people are like, oh yeah, Bambi was a boy. Which I think is hilarious, that for some reason, a lot of people have
automatically the association that Bambi was a girl. But in fact, Bambi was a boy. Good boy. There's one lady on set who does not like the name Bambi, which is cool, whatever. She has her opinion, and I think that's awesome. And I think it's nice that she's honest about it, because she did make the observation that there are probably people who don't like the name, but who will not tell me that they don't like the name. And I do appreciate her honesty a lot. I respect her opinion, and that's all there is. It's cool. And she's a really nice person. I've known her for maybe 4 years, maybe 5 years, maybe longer, in fact. Maybe 6 or 7 years. Maybe 6 years. Anyway, she's a great person. She was the stand-in today on Bates Motel. Stand-in is someone, I think I've explained it before, but when they're shooting a scene, a stand-in is someone who stands there in place of an actor, and they block, so then they rehearse and they figure out what the actors are going to do, and then they tell the actors to go and relax, and they go and they rest for a bit, or they go get food or water, or get their makeup or hair or costumes touched up and fixed and all that kind of stuff. And then the stand-ins go stand in place of the actors, do kind of the motions of the actors. They're not supposed to say the dialogue of the actors. Sometimes they do. And then yeah, and then they do that until it's ready to roll camera, and then when they're ready to shoot, the actors come in, and then they do a rehearsal or two, and then they shoot. Yeah, and that's what the stand-in does. So they're there usually before, like right at crew call. So whenever the crew's in, the stand-ins come in, and they're there for the blocking, and then they're there until the last minute that they're needed, and then they're wrapped, and that's usually most of the day. So stand-ins generally work a 12-hour day, I would say, or more, depending on which show. Fringe, for example, which shot here in Vancouver, they were notorious for having 14, 16, and 18-hour days, and that was the usual. I personally love 18-hour days, 16-hour days, 20-hour days. That's something that I really enjoy when it's a good set to work on. Sometimes it's not so good, so then you want a really short day. But yeah, so the stand-ins would be there for that long. Yeah, it's really good pay. I don't really like it too much. It's alright, it's cool, but it's not my cup of tea, I guess. Anyways, that's a little bit about stand-ins. Yeah, I should get going. I should edit this and then go to sleep, and then wake up, and then go to the beach, and then go to work. But yeah, anyways, love life, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Sweet dreams.